Beloved, before anything becomes visible in this world, it is already settled in places you cannot see. Outcomes don't begin on earth. They begin in the unseen, where your life has already been known, considered, and carefully shaped beyond human understanding. What has been spoken over you is not small, not temporary, and never accidental. It is intentional, and it carries weight. There is a quiet recognition surrounding your life, something steady and enduring. It didn't start yesterday, and it will not disappear with time. Even when others fail to see it, even when your path is questioned or misunderstood, what has been established about you remains unchanged. It stands firm, untouched by doubt or opinion, as it is written, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you." Jeremiah 1-5. And, "If God is for us, who can be against us?" Romans 8:31. Let that truth anchor you. You are not here by chance. You are here with purpose, and your story is already unfolding with meaning. Chosen one, take a breath for a moment and really hear this. When heaven watches over you, it is not waiting for you to fail. It is not standing at a distance, measuring your mistakes or anticipating your fall. No, heaven has been leaning closer, paying attention in ways you may never have imagined. There is a quiet awareness surrounding your life, and it has been there all along. Because you did something uncommon. You chose the path that costs more. You chose truth when it would have been easier to stay silent. You chose love when pain gave you every reason to close your heart. You chose to keep going when giving up felt justified. And in that moment, whether you realized it or not, something shifted beyond what you could see. Scripture says, "The eyes of the Lord range throughout the earth to strengthen those whose hearts are fully committed to Him." 2 Chronicles 16-9. That means your choices have never gone unnoticed. Not once. Not in your hardest hour. Not in your quietest surrender. Think about your lowest moments. The times when no one else saw the weight you were carrying. The nights when you held everything in. When your tears fell in silence. The mornings when you got up anyway, even though your soul felt tired beyond words. You may have thought those moments were invisible, but they were not. They were witnessed. They mattered. It was never about the moments where everything looked strong on the outside. It was about the hidden places, the private decisions, the unseen battles, the times you chose patience instead of anger, the times you walked away instead of fighting back, the times you held on to faith when nothing around you made sense. The Lord sees not as man sees. Man looks on the outward appearance, but the Lord looks on the heart. 1 Samuel 16-7. What others overlooked, heaven honored. What others dismissed, heaven remembered. If your life were like a piece of music, there are notes within it that only heaven can hear. Quiet notes, deep ones, the kind formed in moments of restraint, in acts of mercy, in whispers of hope when everything felt uncertain. Every time you chose kindness instead of revenge, every time you stayed soft in a world that tried to harden you, those notes were heard clearly. Anyone can stand strong when everything is going well. Anyone can believe when the path is easy, but to keep choosing faith in the dark, to keep loving when you have been hurt, to keep moving forward when you feel worn down, that is rare. That is what sets your life apart. You didn't let pain define you. You didn't allow disappointment to rewrite who you are. You didn't let the weight of your experiences turn you into someone bitter. Instead, you kept becoming. You kept growing, even when it hurt. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. John 1-5. That light is in you. It has been growing through every decision you made to rise instead of fall. And maybe you don't always see it. Maybe your days still feel ordinary. Responsibilities, routines, setbacks, unanswered questions. It can all feel small when you are living inside of it. But what feels ordinary to you has been extraordinary in the unseen. Every act of integrity, every quiet moment of obedience, every time you chose what was right instead of what was easy, it has carried weight far beyond what you can measure. Think about those moments again, when you could have said something hurtful but chose silence, when you could have held on to resentment but decided to let it go, when you could have compromised your values but stood firm instead. Those were not small decisions. They shaped you. They are shaping you still. You are becoming stronger in ways that do not always show on the surface, wiser in ways that cannot always be explained. There is a depth forming within you, a steadiness that cannot be easily shaken. Even when you feel uncertain, something inside you has been anchored. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because, having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life. James 1:12. Your perseverance is not empty. It is building something lasting. Heaven is not in awe because you are perfect. It is in awe because you kept choosing to move forward when everything in you had reasons to stop. You kept saying yes to what is right, even when it cost you comfort. You kept your heart open when it would have been easier to close it. That is what makes your journey meaningful. That is what makes your story powerful. You may not fully see who you are becoming yet. You may still feel like you are in the middle of the process, still figuring things out, still carrying questions. But something has already been set in motion. Something has already been recognized. So don't minimize your journey. Don't overlook the strength it took to get here. Don't dismiss the quiet victories just because no one else applauded them. They mattered. They still matter. And there is more ahead. The choices you made in silence are not lost. They are seeds. And in time, they will grow into something visible. The integrity that felt unnoticed will become undeniable. The strength you built in private will begin to show in ways that cannot be ignored. For at the proper time, we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Galatians 6-9. Hold on to that. You have not been wasting your time. You have not been overlooked. You have been becoming. A soul that refused to quit. A heart that kept giving, even when it felt empty. A person who chose peace, even after being wounded. That is not ordinary. That is something sacred. And heaven has been watching every step of it. Chosen one, hold on to this truth and let it settle deeply within you. You are already walking in a kind of blessing that cannot be undone, cannot be taken away, and was never dependent on the approval of others. From the very beginning, God's hand has been resting on your life. Even in the moments you felt invisible, even when you questioned your worth, His love has never loosened its hold on you, not even for a second. We often expect blessings to arrive with noise. We look for dramatic change, for recognition, for doors that swing open in ways everyone can see. But blessings are not always loud. Many times, they are quiet, steady, and deeply personal. Every breath you've taken through hardship, every time you chose to keep going when quitting felt easier, every moment you protected the light within you when darkness pressed in, that was blessing. That was grace in motion. As it is written, "The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Psalm 34-18. Even in your lowest places, you were never alone. And every good and perfect gift is from above. James 1:17. Including the strength you didn't realize you had. The world teaches you to measure blessings by what is visible, but God often works in ways that begin unseen. Blessings are seeds long before they become something you can hold. And you, without even realizing it, have been carrying those seeds within you for a long time. Seeds of endurance, seeds of favor, seeds of quiet transformation. Now something is shifting. The ground around you is changing. What has been hidden beneath the surface is preparing to rise. Those who sow in tears will reap with songs of joy. Psalm 126-5. That means nothing you've endured has been wasted. There will come a moment, maybe sooner than you expect, when you will feel it. A shift, a a clarity, not because the world suddenly changes its mind about you, but because what has already been established in the unseen begins to show itself in your life. What you've carried within is about to meet the outside world. And when it does, you will realize you were never waiting for a blessing. You were living in one all along. It won't unfold in just one part of your life. That's the nature of divine favor. It refuses to stay limited. When it begins to move, it flows into everything. It touches your thoughts, your relationships, your direction, your sense of peace. Where you once felt pressure closing in, you will begin to feel space open up. Where resistance once slowed you down, you will begin to move with a quiet ease you can't quite explain. This doesn't mean life suddenly becomes perfect. It means the weight changes. The same challenges that once drained you will no longer have the same hold, because grace is now carrying what used to exhaust you. As it is written, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." 2 Corinthians 12-9. What once felt impossible will begin to feel supported. If you allow yourself to slow down, even just a little, you will start to notice it. Small shifts at first, conversations that seem timely, opportunities that come without struggle, a sense of peace entering places that once felt tense or uncertain. These moments may seem simple, but they are not random. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. Proverbs 16-3. What you are seeing is alignment. It is the result of seeds planted through patience, through trust, through quiet obedience over time. And here is what makes this so powerful. You don't have to chase it. You don't have to fight for it or convince anyone of your worth. Favor is not something you earn like a reward. It is something you carry because it was placed within you. It has always been part of you. But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood. 1 Peter 2-9. That identity was never something you had to prove. It was given. Yet when this favor begins to show outwardly, it can unsettle people. Those who once overlooked you may begin to pay attention. Those who doubted you may not understand what has changed. There may be moments where you feel a shift in how others respond to your presence. What they are sensing is not just you. It is the evidence of something greater moving through you. For a long time, people only saw the surface. They saw delays and assumed nothing was happening. They saw silence and thought it meant nothing was changing. But the Lord your God will bless you in all the work of your hands. Deuteronomy 15:10. Even when that work is hidden from view, what they could not see was the preparation, the growth beneath the surface, the way your character was being shaped, your strength refined, your faith deepened. Now, what was once hidden is beginning to rise into view. Chosen one, you are not waiting for God's love to reach you. You are already surrounded by it. The eternal God is your refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. Deuteronomy 33-27. You have been held this entire time. The blessing you are looking for is not something far away. It is already present, already active, already unfolding. It is simply waiting for the right moment to become visible in your life. Think of a potter shaping clay on a wheel. At first, it looks messy, uneven, almost like it's falling apart. The hands press, stretch, and sometimes even collapse parts of it, only to reshape it again. To someone watching briefly, it might seem like nothing is working, like the form will never come together. But the potter sees the final shape long before it appears. Every press has purpose. Every adjustment is leading somewhere. In the same way, nothing you have lost has taken away your purpose. Nothing you have gone through has erased your design. If anything, it has strengthened you in ways that could not have happened any other way. For everything there is a season, and a time for every purpose under heaven. Ecclesiastes 3-1. And your season is shifting. Soon, you will begin to notice it clearly. The things that once required constant effort will begin to flow more naturally. What once drained you will lose its grip. You will see doors opening, not because you forced them, but because they were always meant for you. When that moment comes, don't shrink back. Don't question whether it is real or whether you deserve it. Receive it. Stand in it with confidence, because everything you have walked through has prepared you for this. See, I have placed before you an open door that no one can shut. Revelation 3-8. What is meant for you will not be taken away. Every tear you cried, every prayer you whispered, every act of love that no one acknowledged, none of it was wasted. It was all stored, all counted, all part of something greater than you could see. Those who look to him are radiant. Their faces are never covered with shame. Psalm 34-5. There is a radiance forming in you, whether you feel it yet or not. So stay steady, not passive, but grounded, not anxious, but anchored. Watch what begins to unfold as favor moves through every part of your life, your health, your peace of mind, your relationships, not by chance, but because the time has come. You endured long enough for the soil to become ready. And here is the truth that matters most. When you step into this new season, you will not just feel different, you will be different. Everything you have lived through has shaped you into someone stronger, deeper, more aware, more rooted in what truly matters. That moment is closer than you think. One day soon, you will wake up and sense a shift all around you, not because something suddenly changed overnight, but because the world is finally catching up with what heaven has already spoken over your life. And when it happens, it will not just feel like a breakthrough. It will feel like confirmation, a quiet, undeniable knowing that you were blessed all along, that you were loved all along, and that through every season, even the hardest ones, you were never forgotten. Thank you for staying until the end of this message. That alone says something about where you are right now. In the middle of everything pulling at your attention, you chose to pause, to be still, and to listen. If this message truly resonated with you, don't rush past it. Sit with it for a moment. Let it settle in your heart. And if you feel it deeply, you can write Amen in the comments, not for others, but as a quiet agreement between you and God. If someone comes to mind, someone who may be struggling, feeling stuck, or losing hope, share this message with them. The right words at the right time can make more of a difference than you realize. And if you're in a season where things feel hidden, but something inside you knows change is coming, stay connected, subscribe, and continue walking this path with us. You're not alone in it. Stay steady. What's unfolding in your life is real, even if you can't fully see it yet.